through your thinking about why you decided to put a 90-day pause.
Well, I thought that people were jumping a little bit out of line. They were getting yippy, you know? They were getting a little bit yippy, a little bit afraid. Somebody had to do what we did, and I did a 90-day pause for the people that didn't retaliate, because I told them if you retaliate, we're going to double it. And that's what I did with China, because they did retaliate. A deal's going to be made with China.
Viewers, on your screens, right in the middle, you can see a man in a jumpsuit. He's flanked by NIA officials. His back is towards us. He's got a balding pate and he has a grey beard. Viewers, that is the man. That is the man, almost a fugitive from Indian law for 17 years, that India has been hunting for, who was lodged till today, viewers, till today, in an American jail since 2009. Why? Because he is one of the main plotters of the 26/11 attack on Mumbai. Viewers, those days, those 3 days, 72 hours, will always remain firmly etched in our minds as a day when the flames of Islamist terror almost reduced Mumbai, weakened its resolve, and reduced it to the site of an unforgettable and unforgivable carnage. Viewers, the pictures in the middle of your screens are from the iconic Taj Hotel. On the extreme right, from the Kabad House or Nariman House, where, as a journalist working in Mumbai 17 years ago, I had the misfortune of witnessing the Islamist rage ravage arguably India's most cosmopolitan city. Over 3 fateful days, I was on the ground witnessing fellow Indians and foreigners alike being massacred in iconic landmarks. The one on your extreme right and the one in the middle of your screens. Mumbai, viewers, is a melting pot. It is the essence of Indian enterprise and diversity, and that's why in those days it was the target of malevolent minds who had a monochromatic and bigoted outlook. Every few years, the horsemen of religious intolerance fed the gruel of a bigoted worldview in Pakistan and in safe houses in India had been striking Mumbai. But 26/11, 2008 was different. At the heart of the unparalleled diabolism associated with the Islamist terror attack was a scheme meant to break India, unleash such carnage that Hindus and Muslims would be locked in a cycle of never-ending retributive violence. The foot soldiers of the apocalypse, 10 Pakistan-trained jihadis almost succeeded in doing so. One survived. His name was Ajmal Amir Kasab. Before he was sentenced to death by the foremost judges after a judicially exacting and unimpeachable fair trial, Kasab gave up his masters. One of his masters, who he implicated, was Tahawwur Hussain Rana, a Pakistan army man, some say deserter, recruited by Pakistan's dubious intelligence agency, the ISI, to balkanize India with jihadi ire. From Canadian soil, Rana handled another Pakistani intelligence agent, David Coleman Headley, or Daood Gilani, who became very good friends, viewers, with Bollywood stars. And what was he doing? What was he tasked by Rana to do? Viewers, he was asked to scout targets in Mumbai. The information that he provided would help the 10 terrorists who were sneaked into Mumbai on that fateful November day to easily locate the targets. Today, 17 years after that act of grim savagery, Rana is finally in Indian hands, extradited from the United States of America by the Modi-led NDA government. Viewers, let's go back to our reporters, because Tahawwur Rana is in Delhi, in the Union capital. We don't quite know whether he's exited the airport or he's at the Patiala House courts. Our reporters are in both places, keeping a hawk eye on developments. He's a very high value target, viewers, don't forget. His security is paramount. He knows secrets. He knows secrets about the Pakistani establishment that will embarrass Pakistan in front of the global community. And therefore, viewers, there will be people who will want to eliminate him, much like they wanted to with Kasab. Tahawwur Rana will be held in Tihar jail, viewers, in a sanitized section. He might be even taken to Mumbai for trials, where he might be lodged in the under cell of one of the leading prisons there. But let me just go straight across to Anshul and Ananya, who are both with us. Anshul, these are the pictures that are behind you, are from, in fact, the Delhi airport. This probably is the technical area in Palam. What's going on? Has Rana come out, or has he been whisked away, unbeknownst to all of us?
That could be a possibility, but what sources on whom I can believe, they are still telling us that he's still inside the airport. It is taking longer than it was expected for the legal formalities to come to an end, and that is the reason why we are seeing this extended delay that is happening at this point in time. I'll just try and show you in the visuals over here. The PCR vans that have been placed over here, the job of these PCR vans will be to block the traffic once the message comes from inside that the motorcade will be moving outside, and that is the reason why they have been placed over here. The entire route has been charted out. In fact, from the Palam technical area all the way towards the Patiala House court, each and every traffic signal has been turned green, so that traffic does not collect over there and the movement of traffic continues. The motorcade will move from here, go towards Dholakua, towards the Sardar Patel Marg, from Igaramurti, and then towards the Patiala House Court. So this is the route that has been charted out. We are still expecting that any moment now we can get those visuals to our viewers of how India's most wanted Tahawwur Rana will finally
So Anshul, the pictures that were uploaded now by you, these pictures, they show Tahawwur Rana with NI officers. This is presumably from the Delhi airport. We don't see him front on, we only see him from his back. He looks now quite aged, of course. He's been in a US prison, viewers, for the last 16 years. Now, where was this taken? What is the procedure that we are seeing being undertaken at the Palam technical area?
Well, yes, this is the official picture that has been released from the side of the National Investigating Agency, and this picture was taken after the formal arrest of Tahawwur Rana had happened. So once Tahawwur Rana was officially handed over to the Indian authorities after landing over here at the Palam Technical Airport, this picture was taken by the NIA officers who were present over there. And now the last stages of the legal procedures, there are some identifications that needs to be done, and there are some more paperwork that needs to be done. But yes, sources are still telling us that any moment now, any time now, we can expect Tahawwur Rana to be taken out from here and taken straight towards the Patiala House Court. Remember, another procedure that was needed to be completed before he is produced in front of the courts, that was his medical, because what CRPC and now BNSS says that after the arrest, a medical legal examination is important. In this medical legal examination, the blood pressure, body temperature and injuries of the accused are checked, and that procedure will be done inside the airport is what we are being told, and straight from the airport he will be taken towards the Patiala House Court. In fact, the medical might have come to an end as well at this point in time. So the last few minutes we are still waiting for Tahawwur Rana to be taken out from here. But one thing is for sure, we'll get those visuals for our viewers first on CNN News 18 whenever Tahawwur Rana is taken out from the Palam technical area airport.
Let me bring in Ananya, because all the action will shift very soon to the Patiala House Court. There is the special NIA court there. Ananya, what's expected to happen there?
Well, Rahul, this is in fact the Delhi's Patiala House Court, heavily cordoned off. It's converted into a fortress because the most prized person, as far as 2008 Mumbai attacks are concerned, who will, spill out those beans, spill out those massive secrets of the 2008 Mumbai attacks, would be coming here under heavy security. And here also, complete cordoning off has been done. Heavy security deployment is here. But Rahul, you know, this has been possible only after India's legal team before the US judiciary and the US Department of Justice has displayed amazing, arguments and have backed, in fact, the extradition of Tahawwur Rana. Not only the Indian legal team, but also the diplomatic position that India enjoys at this particular point of time has helped them to gather and bring back the one who had the sinister plan in his mind and had executed it with his high school friend David Coleman Headley, and would now be coming back to India to pay the price of the lives that were lost. Because it was not only, Rahul, the lives that were lost, but also the kind of hit that we had on our hearts and the kind of hit that we had.
But Ananya, let me ask you this. It's a very important point to make, because the US could not find enough evidence to link him to 26/11. So he was charged under different laws, not for the conspiracy. In fact, he denied that he was a conspirator in the 26/11 Mumbai attack, and they couldn't find a shred of evidence according to the reports that we have. But India presented a case. Now, why was this disparity? How come the US did not have what India has? Is it materially different?
Well, India had much more than, it was asked for. The US authorities had in the earlier times not displayed the kind of evidence that might have been presented before the US courts, or may not have taken into consideration what India was saying at some point of time. But now it's the new India. It's the India that has a lot of not only diplomatic stance but also a legal stance. Big battery of criminal lawyers was representing India at the US Department of Justice and US courts. In fact, I would tell you something that we had accessed in the morning for our viewers, that a clear argument was made by Tahawwur Rana before, in fact, the US courts, and it was supported by, in fact, the opinions of the US lawyers as well, that there cannot be double jeopardy, that he cannot be tried for the same offense. But the Indian authorities convinced the US courts not once, not twice, but 6 times, 3 times before the US Supreme Court and before the subsequent lower judiciary as well, that this is not a case of double jeopardy. It's a clear case where this man has something very, very serious business with India. He's facing some serious charges as far as the stringent provisions of the Unlawful Activities Prevention Act are concerned. Right. And he needs to be taken back to India. Okay. Both the legal pressure and, in fact, the fantastic diplomacy that has been displayed by India has brought him back. This prized possession who will spill the beans in the 2008 Mumbai attacks will now be presented before the Patiala House Court very soon as he leaves the airport.
Stay on with me. Stay on with me. I'm just going to build on this bit of information that you have supplied, ask some questions to some of our guests who are coming into the show now. Viewers, the fundamental question is, why has it taken 17 years? Remember, Rana was arrested in the United States in 2009 itself. The UPA and Obama government in the United States of America constantly raved about their friendship. Obama even described Dr. Manmohan Singh in 2010 as a man with, quote, uncommon wisdom, unquote. This is in a memoir that Obama had penned. Given this level of bonhomie, why couldn't UPA convince the Americans to hand over Tahawwur Rana? Fundamental question. The BJP and other critics say it was because of Congress policy of appeasement. Listen in, viewers.
कांग्रेस सरकार के समय हम जिस होटल में खड़े हैं, यहीं पर आतंकवादियों ने हमला किया था। ये होटल पे लोगों की जान गई थी, लेकिन कांग्रेस की सरकार ने कुछ किया नहीं आरोपियों के ऊपर सख्त सजा दिलाने के लिए, बल्कि जो पकड़ा गया था कसम उसको भी बिरयानी खिलाते थे। ये मोदी जी का दृढ़ संकल्प था कि जिन लोगों ने हमारी देश पर आंख उठाई उनको सख्त से सख्त सजा मिले।
आज जब आतंकी हमले, एकाध हमले अगर होते भी है, चाहे उरी में या चाहे पुलवामा में, तो आज MFN स्टेटस नहीं, मोस्ट फेवर्ड नेशन स्टेटस नहीं, बल्कि आज MTJ मुंह तोड़ जवाब स्टेटस दिया जाता है और आतंकवाद के प्रति एक जीरो टॉलरेंस का अप्रोच रखा गया है। यह है एटीट्यूडनल चेंज आतंकवाद के प्रति जो हमने पिछले 10 वर्षों में देखा है।
In fact, the BJP IT cell head Amit Malviya has remarked that the Congress-led UPA went soft on Islamist terror, putting the sensitivities of its vote bank above national interest. Does the charge that the Congress was inherently soft on Islamist terror hold water? Well, here are some hard facts, viewers, which are Interesting. Unlike NDA's post-Uri strikes, UPA undertook no military retaliation against Pakistan despite unprecedented scale of 26/11 attack. This is rather strange. UPA revised an affidavit submitted to the Gujarat High Court removing references that Ishrat Jahan allegedly had links to Pak-based lashkar-e-taiba. Senior Congress leader Digvijay Singh and self-professed mentor of Rahul Gandhi in 2008 called the Batla House encounter, which took place in the Union capital against Indian Mujahideen terrorists, a fake encounter, weakening the police case. Salman Khurshid, ex-UPA minister, said that, quote, Sonia Gandhi had shed tears, unquote, after the Batla House encounter. 26/11 plotter Ajmal Kasab was inexplicably kept on death row for nearly 4 years, despite being sentenced to hang. Parliament terror attack convict Afzal Guru's hanging inordinately delayed, despite his mercy petitions having been rejected. In 2010, then Union Home Minister Sushil Kumar Shinde controversially linked, quote, Hindu and saffron terror, unquote, to Malegaon and Samjhauta blast cases, allowing Pakistan to get off the hook. In 2006, then Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh met prime accused in 1990 Kashmiri Hindu Holocaust in his office as part of a roundtable conference, and we are talking about Yasin Malik, viewers. Let's open this up. Let's first put this story into perspective. Major General Bakshi is here with us, a man who lived with me and my colleagues in a former channel the moment-to-moment excesses that were committed by these terrorists. General Bakshi, thank you for joining us. We also have Major Gaurav Arya with us, who's a defense expert. I want to first begin with you, General Bakshi. It's a great day today, General Bakshi, for the people who martyred themselves in the cause of this nation. Primarily, getting back Tahawwur Rana is a vindication of their sacrifice in the name of integrity, truth, and of course, the national interest. So we must salute those braves. But I want to ask you, General Bakshi, why, in your opinion, has it taken us 17 years to get hold of this horrid criminal, terrorist, this Islamist bigot, this man who tried to destroy pluralist India?
Absolutely, Rahul. Let me at the outset say that the fact that we have got back Tahawwur Rana, Major Tahawwur Rana of the Pakistan Army Medical Corps, right? I don't know why our media channels are shy of calling him by his military rank in the Pakistan Army, right? This man, his coming back is a vindication of the Indian attitude to terrorism now. We shall not forget, we shall not forgive. If we have to rip you out of your coffin, we will do that. But we will get you back to face justice for the murder, the slaughter of innocent Indians. Now that having been said, let me address it to a very seminal question that you have raised. Why did the Congress government do sweet Fanny Adams? 166 innocents were killed, 5 Americans, 3 Israelis, and you forget them, we had the whole lot of Indians who were slaughtered in cold blood. Mass murder, a mass casualty terror strike, the biggest since then, in history. Why did the government grow absolutely silent? One, at that stage, we were so beholden to the Americans. The Americans said, we are busy fighting the war in Afghanistan. Pakistan is helping us. Do nothing to disturb this equation. If your people got killed, just too sad. And so the Indian government decided, Rahul, this is bad. The Indian government decided to hell with 166 innocent Indians slaughtered. Who cares? We'll do nothing. We will do nothing. They had asked the Air Chief, he said, give me the orders. Air Chief Marshal Fali Homi Major had said, give me the orders, give me the targets and I'll blast them out. Yes, there will be collateral damage. So what? The people, 166 people, Indians, were also collateral damage, damn it. You know, but nothing was done. To the contrary, and here the plot thickens. David Coleman Headley had, in his reconnaissance tours of Mumbai, picked up the sacred Mauli thread. You know, Rahul, the one that we tie on our wrists as Hindus, pious Hindus, on our wrists. And these were given to those 10 mass murderers, because they were sworn to have to be committing suicide, and when their bodies would be discovered, they would be discovered with this Mauli, the sacred thread, so that Hindu terror could be blamed. Not only you let Pakistan go scot-free, you exploit the opportunity provided by Pakistan. Were they in cahoots, damn it? You have to ask that. Were they in cahoots? There was a book that came out immediately after the massacre, you will recall, Rahul, which said that this is a Hindu conspiracy.
RSS.
And Digvijay Singh released it.
RSS ki sajish.
RSS is behind this conspiracy of mass murder. You let the people off the hook and then you do this. Rahul, that is why the Pakis are worried. Now we have Tahawwur Rana, Major Tahawwur Rana of the Pakistan Army Medical Corps in our custody, right? This man will sing like a canary. Let me guarantee you that. This man will sing, and that will singe the Pakistani ISI. This man was in school, Rahul. Give me a minute. This man was in school with Major Iqbal, Tahawwur Rana, and David Coleman Headley, Aka Daood Gilani. They were in that military cadet college together in Pakistan near Rawalpindi, and from there Major Iqbal went on to join the ISI. Major Tahawwur Rana went on to join the Army Medical Corps, and this man, David Coleman Headley, was one of the foot soldiers who was part of this mission, who would play a vital role.
Yes.
Tahawwur Rana left the army. He went to Canada, took their citizenship, went to Chicago, opened the first world immigration agency. He got David Coleman Headley the passport. He got him the 5-year visa for Mumbai. Unthinkable.
So you're saying, General Bakshi, so you're saying the man who links David Coleman Headley, the person who came here and recruited,
right,
and did a entire sort of search operation here, survey of all the sites that were attacked, and the ISI, this is the man that we have got, who knows all the secrets. Major Arya, this is very big. This is very big, and I have to ask you, do you agree with General Bakshi when he says that the UPL Act, complete and utter, viewers, underline my words, will to bring this person back, because General Bakshi said they came out with a convenient theory that all of this was not because of Islamist terrorism, it was in fact because of Hindu terror, and bringing back this character would have unfortunately been too inconvenient. Major Arya, do you A, second that, and number two, now that he's here 17 years after, can he provide us anything?
Thank you, Rahul, for having me on your show. Yes, absolutely. I agree with everything that General Bakshi sir has said. That is number one. Number two, also the fact that it's not just, Digvijay Singh saying 26/11 RSS ki sajish. That is one part. There were people from Bollywood who were there. Right. So there was this entire ecosystem of the politicians and Bollywood saying that no, actually, this guy's name is some random Chaudhary and he's a Hindu. And this is a false flag operation. That is what the Pakistanis would have you and I believe, that this was actually not Ajmal Kasab and, 10 Pakistanis of the Lashkar, but actually these were people, Hindus, and this was a false flag operation. So now coming back to the thing that how big a deal this is, absolutely. And I think even after a decade plus, this man will have a lot to tell us in terms of who his handlers were. Not that we don't know. Of course we know. And we have in fact even given some documents to the Pakistani courts. right? At that point in time, we had given a lot of documents, including satellite, images, including phone intercepts, including transcripts and everything we had given. But the Pakistani courts called it literature, and they threw that entire thing away, saying that this is a story that the Indians have cooked up. Now, this man will tell us, because many of the perpetrators are still alive, right? Hafiz Saeed is alive. The people who worked at that time in the ISI, they are alive. David Coleman Headley, while he might be in jail, he's still alive. So many of the perpetrators, most of them are still alive. And this man, Major Tahawwur Rana, and I agree with General Bakshi when he says that why are we shying away from calling this man by his real rank? I mean, he held the rank of a major in the Pakistan Army. And anyway, by the mere virtue of his rank, it points to Pakistani Army being involved in this entire thing. They were at, I think, Cadet College at Hassan Abdal, where all these three that General Bakshi spoke about. They were friends, and that is how they orchestrated this entire 26/11 with the blessings of the ISI. This whole thing about Hindu terror, one of the things I'd like to tell you, you all know that Colonel Purohit was wrongly imprisoned,
yes.
right?
Yes.
This is one of the things that Colonel Purohit was trying to bring forth about the linkage of Daood Ibrahim, and Daood Ibrahim actually coming to Mumbai, right? Staying in Mumbai under the political patronage of the state government at that time. Yeah, he has mentioned it also. They put an army officer in jail. They tortured him for 9 years. He was beaten on the soles of his feet. He was put on ice blocks. They tortured him inside jail. He was beaten up. Very, very badly. He was tortured because of this radical Islamist terror. It was being given protection by the state. They wanted to call it Hindu terror. They wanted to call it so many other things. So these are facts. I mean, General Bakshi is just stating facts, and these are facts.
Okay. Now I want to bring in both Sanju Verma and Sheikh Amir, leader of the Congress. Tariq Khan is also here with us. I think the two experts have really set this up. So I have to ask you, Sheikh Amir, I hope you can hear me. Modi's government has shown up the Congress. Not only did NDA avenge Uri and Pulwama, not only did Modi's government avenge Uri and Pulwama, but it has also now brought back Tahawwur Rana to expose this whole orchestration which came up right after the attack, that this was all Hindu terror, etc., etc. Sheikh Amir, the BJP today says it is the only party in this country that can actually defend India's national interest. How do you respond to this?
Thank you. Thank you very much for having me on your show. I would say that BJP should stop this political milking. And first of all, I would say that Rana's extradition is a step towards justice for 26/11 victims. It's not political, but moral. So we welcome US cooperation. Terrorism must be fought jointly. And it's a welcome step. And what BJP is trying to do, they are trying to politicize it. Under Congress government, Kasab was nabbed, he was caught, he wasn't
caught by you,
he was
sir.
Tried.
No, hang
he was
on.
Tried.
He was, no, 1 second. He was caught by Tukaram Omle, who took a bullet and then eventually succumbed. It was his heroics. Otherwise, otherwise, because of the kalavas that he was wearing, you people would have said, see, this is a false flag operation.
There are already,
no, 1 second. Don't take credit away from Tukaram Omle. Stop doing that. I want to ask you, who was playing politics when you decided? No, hang on. When you decided to call Yasin Malik the murderer of Hindus to meet the Prime Minister then? Who was playing politics? How can you be sharing a stage with a murderer? Explain to me, Sheikh Amir.
Well, you will again come up with this Hindu, Muslim, and Yasin Malik. Yasin Malik, when you're talking about, I'll
tell you why I'm coming up with Hindu, Muslim, because, no, 1 second, because I'll tell you, because it was Sushil Kumar Shinde who used the word Hindu terror, my dear friend. Hindu terror. Who made it about religion?
there are already many BJP leaders and spokespersons on your show.
No, I'm
who will
only
defend
asking
BJP
you,
accordingly. You
Sheikh
don't need
Amir, I'm
to
only asking you. You talk
No,
about
no.
playing politics over terror. Why was
You're only
Yassin
asking,
Malik?
you're
No,
not-
why
you're
was
not-
Yassin Malik holding private conversations with Dr. Manmohan Singh?
What was Atal Bihari Vajpayee doing with the Hurriyat leaders? What was Atal Bihari Vajpayee doing with the Hurriyat leaders?
Sheikh Amir,
The only,
Sheikh
you are
Amir,
trying-
Sheikh
you are
Amir,
trying to
I'll tell you what
politicize
he
it.
was doing. I'll tell you what he was doing. He was doing exactly, and not in my book, he was doing
Oh,
exactly
it
what
was
Mani
Congress.
Shankar Iyer was doing with them, which is trying to win them over.
When General Bakshi was talking,
No, I'm
when
asking you,
Gaurav
why
Bavaria was
would
talking, we were
Yassin
patiently
Malik,
listening.
why would Yassin Malik, who pumped bullets into 4 Indian military men, be holding secret conclaves with then Prime Minister Manmohan Singh? Number one. Why did Salman Khurshid come out and say Sonia Gandhi has shed tears on Batla House encounter? I didn't say it. Salman Khurshid, the senior leader of the UPA, said it. Why was Ishrat Jahan suddenly delinked from Lashkar-e-Taiba after first accusing her of being an LET operative? You suddenly withdraw your affidavit and present a revised one? कौन सी हमदर्दी थी सी? Amir Saab?
So much has been said. I'm not here to debate about what has been said and what has not been said.
No, why not?
You are talking
You must
about
account, sir.
Tahawwur Rana
You have denied and delayed justice for more than 200 people. You should be asked this question. Enough of running away from people like me. Enough.
Then you should directly join BJP and
Why
come
should
openly
I? I'm asking you a
and talk
legitimate
like a
question,
BJP
sir.
spokesperson.
Did I say Hindu
You are
terror? Did I
debating
ever
about
use Hindu
Tahawwur
terror?
Rana's extradition.
Listen.
You
Sheikh
don't have courage
Amir,
to listen.
don't
You
try to
don't have
play
courage to
too
listen.
smart
You don't
with
give-
me.
you are not giving me time.
No, hang on. Don't try to get under my skin by trying to be rude with
No,
me
when
and
I'm
mean
talking,
with
listen
me.
first.
No, one
Listen
second.
first.
Sheikh Amir, you
Don't
answer.
lecture me.
You
Don't
answer.
lecture
You
me.
answer. I'm
Don't
asking
lecture
you
me
a
about
question.
it.
I'm
How
asking
many
you a
treaties-
question. You're making
You
accusations. Now, let me ask
answer
you.
my question.
Let me ask you a
answer my
question.
question.
Let me ask
You
you a
are the
question.
mediator. Don't become-
Parliament
don't try
attacked
to become
terror
the
convict
spokesperson of the
Afzal
party.
Guru. Hanging was delayed. Why was it delayed, sir?
Who told it was delayed? Who told it was delayed? Why
Do you know when he was sentenced to death? Do you know when
You
he
are
was
talking about-
sentenced to hang and when he was actually hanged?
If you want to debate about that, keep a separate debate on Afzal
for
Guru's hanging.
6
We'll
years,
debate
the
on that.
man was kept
We'll
in
debate on
prison.
that.
Kasab was
You are
kept in
not-
prison for 4 years
No,
on
you
our
are not-
expense, on taxpayer money, when the courts had decided to already send him. One second. I'm not going to hog this space. Sanju Verma will respond to you.
Rahul.
Why don't you speak to each other?
I
Sheikh
said nothing
Amir,
and somebody
Sheikh
will
Amir, who
respond.
tried to, viewers,
that's
please,
funny.
Sheikh Amir, who tried to wriggle out by trying to insult somebody. Did I insult
But
him? No,
when I
viewers, I
said
never
nothing,
insulted him.
how
But he
can
tried to
somebody
insult.
respond to me?
This is the pettiness of people like Sheikh Amir and his political party and his gurus. This is it, viewers. Yes, Sanju Verma, please respond. You're making baseless
Thank you.
allegations, he says. Fight terror together. Don't politicize it, he says.
Rahul, first and foremost, I want to make this very clear. I did not interject Sheikh Amir even once, and I expect the same courtesy from him. Please do not heckle me when I am talking. I heard you very patiently, though you made zero sense to me, but I gave you the leeway
Sanju Verma, I said
blather
nothing.
whatever
I
you
said
wish
nothing.
to.
You will respond. What will be respond?
See,
I
you,
said nothing.
Rahul, you will
Listen,
have to
Sheikh
moderate the
Amir,
debate.
why
I
don't
am
you
not
keep
going to
quiet
get into
and
a
let somebody
fist
else
fight with
speak.
him.
They never interrupted you.
Yes.
No one on this panel
No, I was
interrupted
not
you.
allowed to talk, but
Thank
she will
you.
respond.
What do you want to talk about? What do you want to tell me? That
Please
you
keep
couldn't
quiet.
that you couldn't avenge
I'm not here to listen to
2611
your gibberish.
because you didn't have the guts to do it? Is that what you're going to tell me? Are you going to tell me that Fali Homi Major was wrong? That he was lying? A man
Rahul.
of the defense forces? Are you going to slander everybody?
May I
Sheikh
please?
Amir, remember one thing, that you are from Kashmir and I know exactly what all you chaps have been up to there. 1 second.
Don't
Let
say
me
that.
bring it.
Don't say that you're.
I am a victim of your bigotry. I am a victim of your bigotry, Sheikh Amir. I am a victim of your bigotry.
Don't blame Kashmir.
You should be actually
I'm
saying
not
sorry
Kashmiri.
to
Don't
people
say-
like us.
Don't say that.
You kicked
Take your
us all
words back.
out of our homes.
Take your words back.
Because of your
Take
bigotry.
your words back.
I won't take it back. Why should I take it back? It's a fact.
No, what is this? You are a Kashmiri.
Tell me one person who has been held responsible for that Holocaust. Will you deny the Holocaust?
What are you saying?
What am I saying? I'm saying the facts. Now 1 second.
Now let me
Yes,
It's a theory, it's not a
Sanju
fact.
Verma. Sanju Verma.
Thank you. Okay. Rahul, I want to make a few points for the benefit of your audience, because I think this debate is not about Sheikh Amir or about me. This debate is about your audience, which has every right to know the hard facts. And the hard facts are these.
Not able to hear.
That after the terror attack in 2008, why has it taken us 17 years to get Tahawwur Rana back? Sheikh Amir said there's nothing political about it. It's all about morality. No, this is about politics. This is about willpower. This is about conviction. This is about determination. That willpower, which was missing in Congress, that determination, which was missing in Manmohan Singh, that conviction, which was missing in a proxy government run by Sonia Gandhi, that willpower is present in Narendra Modi. That determination to see this through is present in Prime Minister Narendra Modi. That conviction to walk the talk is present in Prime Minister Narendra Modi to ensure that Tahawwur Rana was finally extradited so that he will face the might of the Indian judiciary. And that is exactly how this whole thing has played out. Very quickly, Rahul, let me make one thing very clear. Major General Bakshi and Gaurav Arya, they have actually set the tone and tempo of the debate, and you were absolutely ruthless in laying out the bare facts. My simple point is this. Do you remember Vilas Rao Deshmukh, when asked, he was the chief minister, he's no more, but facts need to be told. When he was asked about the unpreparedness of the Indian forces, why were they not even given? Hemant Karkare's wife said he did not even have a bulletproof jacket. When Vilas Rao Deshmukh was asked कि हेमंत करकरे को एक बुलेटप्रूफ जैकेट तक नहीं दे पाई आपकी सरकार, तो विलास राव देशमुख ने कहा बड़े बड़े शहरों में ऐसी छोटी छोटी घटनाएं होती रहती हैं. This was the shameful statement made by the then Chief Minister of Maharashtra, saying such incidents wherein 166 people are laid to death brutally, these kind of incidents are small incidents which happen in big cities like Mumbai. But the more important point is this. We are all aware about RSS ki sazish. We are all about saffron terror being coined by Sushil Kumar Shinde. We are all aware of the fact that Ajmal Kasab was fed biryani at taxpayers' expense. But what we are not aware is this. Osama bin Laden ji, Hafiz Saeed ji, Afzal Guru ji, Atiq Ahmed ji, Sayyid Salahuddin ji, Masood Azhar ji, Mukhtar Ansari ji, ये सब जी 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 करने वाले कौन है? Which is the party which rationalized terror? Which is the party which normalized terror?
Normalized terror.
Party which trivialized terror?
Trivialized.
Congress
normalized. Big adjectives.
Sonia Gandhi.
Let me bring in Samajwadi. Let me bring in Samajwadi spokesperson Tariq Khan. It's been a heated debate, viewers. We need to cool tempers. We need to really look at this with a degree.
I just spoke the facts, Rahul.
No, I'm not referring to you in particular. You know who I'm referring to. You know. So it has been a debate where people have said things about each other. But I want to bring in Mr. Tariq Khan. Mr. Tariq Khan, I'm sorry to have kept you waiting. Please accept my humble apologies for that. I'll give you enough time to respond. Can you answer me 2 or 3 questions? In 2009, if I'm not mistaken, the Samajwadi Party won 23 seats and offered issue-based support to the UPA in its second innings. You will remember that. Now, it was issue-based support, so you gave outside support. Now, 2008, 26/11 attacks happened, the elections happened, you gave issue-based support. Why did you never withdraw your support when you found that the UPA was going to do nothing about avenging these dreadful strikes on Indian soil?
Can I respond?
Please, sir.
3 minutes to more than 3 minutes to
You can
BJP.
take
I'm expecting good time. Now, let me start by this. You have said our elected government have done nothing. Wow. Manmohan Singh government has done nothing. Okay. Now, what Mr. Chidambaram had done, he has given a series of steps. What after 2008 attack, NIA was formed by the Parliament Act National Investigation Agency Act 2008, 31st December. And at that time in 2009, there was an NDA government. It wasn't being formed by UPA government. I'll accept these things. Okay. Now, what they have done, in 2009, the BJP was in power. I'll accept all those things. What Chidambaram has said, I have to repeat all those things. In 2009, NIA lodged an FIR. In 2011, the NIA officers visited America and questioned these Headley and Rana. Many questions has been asked. In 2012, Salman Khurshid met Hillary Clinton, the foreign minister, and asked for extradition in many times. In 2013, UPA opposed. In 2013, Headley and Rana has been sentenced in US court, and UPA government has opposed because they want the extradition and they should be sentenced in India, not there. Now you are saying that I elected. I'm not saying that BJP also have done nothing in a critical issue related to terrorists. You are saying that an elected government has done nothing. Has done nothing. This is what we shouldn't do all these things, at least the matter which are related to terrorism.
The Congress did nothing.
Yes. And listen, I didn't interrupt.
Don't interrupt. Don't interrupt. Let him finish. Let him finish. Let him finish.
Congress did nothing.
I'll come to you.
I'll come here to listen your bhashan.
Yes, Mr. Khan. Go ahead.
Keep your mouth shut.
No.
Keep your mouth shut.
Stop using unparliamentary.
Okay. Now, please lower everyone's status, please. 1 second. Okay.
Keep your mouth shut.
Please let him finish. Let him finish.
Now, in 2013,
yeah,
there was a non-bailable warrant against Hafiz Saeed by the Delhi court, against Lucknowi, against Alias Kashmiri and some of the ISI agents. Now, our Prime Minister in 2014 and 15 visited Pakistan to eat biryanis and all, to say that Shadi Mubarak, all these things. Now, in the year, the Prime Minister could have said that please hand over these things. You have also said that the then Prime Minister Manmohan Singh resisted the attack. That military, they should allow military to attack suddenly. Okay, it's all right. You have come to power. Since 2014, you are in power. US as well as Pakistan. 11 times Prime Minister Manmohan met President of USA.
Yeah.
He has gifted 17 lakh rupees of diamond to the First Lady of America. Why has he not been asked? I asked for extradition of Headley.
Okay, let's open this up. Let's open this up. Some points that are being made. The one point I just want to put in here. Viewers, I don't know if you remember, but Manmohan Singh met a Prime Minister called Gilani. People might remember this, in Sharm el-Sheikh in 2009. And he delinked terrorism from the composite dialogue. He said, we are delinking terrorism. So you can do whatever you want to with us, but we will keep talking to you because we love you, Pakistan. We love your safrani biryani. We love the meat that you serve in it. We want to come more often and eat it. And they did, viewers. They separated terror from talks. So basically, viewers, Pakistan got a complete free chit. Now, on the points that have been made, that despite all of this, why did Prime Minister Modi interlocute with the Pakistani Prime Minister Sharif and company in 2014-15, only to be, as you know, betrayed? Why did that happen? Sanju,
is that for me?
Yes.
Rahul, first and foremost, let me make one thing very clear.
Yeah.
I just very humbly said that the Congress did nothing. What did the Samajwadi Party spokesperson say? You shut up, I'm not here to listen to your bhashan. This was the language he used. So I will just
condemnable.
Return back the favor. And I will tell the Samajwadi Party,
condemnable.
जिहादी प्रवक्ता को अनपढ़ गवार है आप, अंग्रेजी बोलनी नहीं आती, अंग्रेजी पहले सीखो.
That's fine.
बाद में अंग्रेजी
That's fine. People can speak in whatever tongue they want to. Okay, let's get on with it. Okay, please. That is, people can speak in whatever language they want to. Please, let's not get personal. Let's not get personal. It's not about English. It's not about Hindi. It's not about Tamil. It's not about any other language. He's speaking. He's speaking. No, please. I'm going to lower your fader, Sanju Verma, please. Sanju Verma, I'll have to lower your fader. Now that's enough. That's enough, please. That's enough. That's enough.
Okay.
That's not right.
Now let me start with the fact.
No, but you know, we shouldn't have heckled. No, we shouldn't have heckled Tariq Khan to the point that he had to leave. That's also not right. I mean, that's not right.
But he cannot abuse
no, he
me
said
and
shut
get
up
away
to
with
you. You made your point, but
He
we didn't
cannot
have to go
abuse
so
me and
fast
get
by
away
calling
with
him by calling any Indian
He's
a
a
jihadi.
habitual
No, I'm sorry.
offender,
No, you
Rahul.
can't say that.
He
Please,
is a
that's no.
habitual
You can't
offender.
say that, ma'am. You can't say that, please. You can't use
Okay,
terms
can I
like
not stick
this.
to the fact?
No, but this is not
Thank
right.
you.
We can't use terms like this. These are
Okay,
loaded
my
terms.
apologies. My apologies, Rahul. Thank you.
Let's not get carried away, please. Okay, I want you to answer. Why did the Prime Minister interlocute with these people?
Okay. Rahul, let us be very clear about one thing. TV debates, and with no offense to none, TV debates are one part of the story. But diplomacy is not decided at prime time at 9 p.m. Prime Minister Narendra Modi tried his level best. Saap, dam, dand, bhed, sab kuch koshish ki. It was finally when Prime Minister Narendra Modi realized that terror and dialogue, diplomacy cannot go along with Pakistan's, hunt with the hare and sing with the hounds kind of an attitude. It was then that in 2019, when Arun Jaitley was very much alive and was the finance minister, then we removed for the first time the most favored nation status of Pakistan. It is thanks to Prime Minister Modi that today Kashmir is completely out of the equation when multilateral talks are held at forums like the UNSC. And in fact, now that David Headley has turned an approver, which will only make India's case stronger in terms of getting Tahawwur Rana to sing like a canary, India can put its case at the UNSC and get UNSC to endorse the fact that Pakistan indeed was the perpetrator of the 26/11
But it is a failing.
terror attack.
It is a failing. Not being able to get Headley is a failing. And I won't say.
But getting Headley
Yes, one
to
second.
turn approval
Once,
to
yes,
get
yes.
Tahawwur
Once
Rana
it comes,
to be
once it comes
extradited,
down
is
to
that
this,
not a
viewers,
success?
I agree
Is
with
that
you.
not a success?
I agree with you. But the point is, viewers,
you've not
that
called it a success even
America
once, Rahul.
has betrayed us. America has betrayed us on the Headley issue. Let me be very honest. There can be no other way of looking at it. Now, you can call it your best
picture
friend.
अभी बाकी है.
अभी देखते हैं. Hopefully, if we can
Picture
get
अभी
him,
बाकी है.
if we
Rahul,
get him,
why you so reticent?
if we
Rahul,
if
with
we
no
get him,
offense to you,
if we get
why
him,
are you so reticent
I
to
don't
acknowledge the fact
I'm
that
not.
Prime Minister Modi's
Listen.
diplomacy
One
ensured
second.
the
One second. One
extradition of
second.
Tahawwur
I have already made a point at the very beginning saying that this is a massive achievement for us to have brought Tahawwur Rana. But I'm also saying that America has played truant with us, and I'm sure that Major Arya and General Bakshi will also back me up on that one. Major Arya, Headley is the principal orchestrator of all of this. He was also a double agent. Is that the reason he wasn't given over to us? That means America was playing fast and loose with us?
Absolutely. The excuse that the Americans have given is that he's a convicted criminal, 35 years in jail, so we can't give it. But the fact of the matter is, you talk to anybody. I mean, General Bakshi sir is decades and decades my senior. He'll tell you this: you can't trust the Americans. You can trust a snake, a cobra, but you can't trust the Americans. That's for sure. And this is something that David Headley should have been here in India. Unfortunately, the Americans have blocked it. You see, and they have done it not just in case of David Coleman Headley. They have done it in the case of the Tejas engines also. They will do it every time. They will do it every time to India. I mean, they promised us, we paid them money for the Tejas engines. Now we have one coming after 2 years, right? And they will give it to us over a period of a decade. By that time, they'll be outdated. So this is what the Americans will do. And I think, Rahul, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely correct.
We were betrayed on the Headley issue by the Americans.
Yes.
Mr. Khan is back. Thank you, sir. I'm very grateful to you for coming back. I think people have expressed their remorse.
Tariq Khan Jihadi is back.
I think.
Please,
it's okay.
Please call me with my full name.
No,
my name is Tariq Khan Jihadi.
No.
I'll again leave this show.
No,
call me Jihadi. I want from your mouth.
She has apologized. She has apologized.
No, this is not fair. It's very easy to call Tariq Khan Jihadi. I'm expecting. I'll write my name.
Okay,
complete my
but
name by saying Tariq Khan
She apologized. You had just left the show.
I'm accepting.
No, 1 second. Tariq Khan, let's not divert now. She has apologized on live television. She has apologized. It's okay. Now let bygones be bygones.
मुझे सुनाई नहीं दिया है. मुझे सुनाई नहीं दिया.
आप बैठे हुए थे वहाँ पर. Television was on.
सुनाई नहीं दिया है.
Anyway, 1 second. I want to bring in General Bakshi. Okay, Tariq Khan,
आपको सुनाई नहीं दिया तो आपकी गलती है.
Okay, 1 second.
आपको नहीं सुनाई दिया, आपकी गलती है.
1 second, please. 1 second. General Bakshi, I want to bring you in here. Look, what happens next now? we can expect, of course, Pakistan has already put out a statement to say that we are disassociating from this individual, but it won't be easy, would it? What do you think is going to happen next?
You know, Rahul, that's an excellent point that you made, and I think it needs elaboration. Number one, Tahawwur Rana is going to sing like a canary. This will implicate a number of serving ISI officials, senior military officials in the Pakistan hierarchy.
Which
Pakistan's defense has been that even if this happened, it is the non-state actors. It is the non-state actors who have done it and not the Pakistani state. Major Iqbal belongs to the ISI, to the Pakistani state. You see, a number of other officials this man will name, right? The names will fly thick and fast. And then we will get a solid legal, cast iron legal case against the Pakistani military ISI establishment, the deep state. My request is, Rahul, and through your channel I want to convey it to the highest authorities. Please permit me.
Yes.
My request is, for God's sake, don't send another set of dossiers to Pakistan. They will laugh at us. Do what you did in Balakot. It is 17 years since then. The Congress didn't do it. Let the Modi government make amends.
Okay.
This is the largest mass casualty strike.
A man
largest
has served,
mass
viewers,
casualty strike.
a man who has
166 Indians
General Bakshi has served on the borders.
Are not going
he
to be
served in
treated
Kashmir.
like this.
He's taken a bullet for our country. He knows what he's talking about. Hard power sometimes speaks best and clearest. 1 minute. Gentlemen and ladies, please stay on with me. I just want to go across to Ananya. I also want to go across to our other reporters. Anshul, in fact, is also there with us, and just get a latest update on the situation with Major Rana. Let's call him Major Rana, as General Bakshi has asked us to do so, because he is linked, of course, to the Pakistani army, and removing those prefixes makes him seem as if he was some non-state actor, which he wasn't. So, let me go straight across to Anshul at Palam. Has some movement taken place there? What exactly is the hold-up? What are your sources telling you now, Anshul?
Absolutely no movement has happened over here. Now sources from the NIA are telling us that it could take another hour to hour and a half. There are some issues with the medical examination that was being conducted, and that is eventually proving to be a very, very time-taking process at this point in time. So what top sources from the NIA have confirmed to CNN News 18 that the team is very much inside the Palam Technical Airport, and it could yet again take another hour and a half before all the procedures come to an end and Tahawwur Rana could be taken out from here.
Okay. Ananya, till when will the court sit? Will the court sit through the night? Is there a precedent for that? Or will he be taken now to the NIA headquarters and then brought back the next morning? What happens if this drags on?
Well, you know, Rahul, I'm come to the other gate of the Patiala House Court. This is the gate which is the closest to the special NIA court where Tahawwur Rana would be brought. And, you know, you can see the Delhi police officials inside the court still holding up tight as, you know, the night actually goes on. It's a long night, I feel, because the court is also sitting. The judge is waiting for Tahawwur Rana. The lawyers are inside this premises. And both these sides, whether you talk of the prosecution, topmost criminal lawyer of the country, Mr. Dayan Krishnan, one of the best criminal law minds in the country, is inside. He will be defending the National Investigation Agency. He will be putting forth a strong case, as General G.D. Bakshi was saying. Major Rana is a very, very major asset as far as 2008 Mumbai attacks are concerned. He is that prized possession who spilled the beans as far as the bigger plot was there to actually hurt Bombay and to hurt the heart of India as far as this particular terror attack was concerned. Big claims were made by Tahawwur Rana. I'm a Canadian citizen of Pakistani origin. I'll be tortured in India. He said that, I am a walking time bomb with the various kinds of diseases, including Parkinson's disease. All of that was snubbed by, in fact, the US court after Indian authorities
Wonderful
came up with their
achievement.
arguments.
Wonderful achievement. Will it amount to much? Major Arya, I'll come back to you. last point from you. We see for the first time Tahawwur Rana. We've seen pictures of him earlier. He didn't have grey hair. He looked as if he was he had a full head of hair. Now he looks much older, supposedly addled with disease, etc., etc. What do we make of this picture?
No, I think I'm very happy seeing this picture, Rahul. I don't know what to make of it, but there is a sense of joy that he will be finally brought to justice. And like General Bakshi said, he'll sing like a canary. We'll come to know all of the people who were involved in this very heinous crime.
Can we try them? Can we try them at least? Take this matter to the international courts? Is that possible, or do we need?
No.
That's not possible.
We should not do it. We should not do it. No courts. Okay. No courts, except for Indian courts. No courts.
Okay, no courts. Okay. Look, I'll leave it at this. I've really run out of time, viewers. We'll be constantly updating you every minute. This is going to be a long night. You heard from our reporters. We'll be right back in just a few moments. Don't go away.
Presented by
Walk us through your thinking about why you decided to put a 90-day pause.
Well, I thought that people were jumping a little bit out of line. They were getting yippy, you know. They were getting a little bit yippy, a little bit afraid. Somebody had to do what we did, and I did a 90-day pause for the people that didn't retaliate, because I told them if you retaliate, we're going to double it. And that's what I did with China, because they did retaliate. A deal's going to be made with China. A deal's going to be made with every one of them. And there'll be fair deals. I just want fair. There will be fair deals for everybody. But they weren't fair to the United States. They were sucking us dry, and you can't do that. Bond market is very tricky. I was watching it, but if you look at it now, it's beautiful. The bond market right now is beautiful. But yeah, I saw last night where people were getting a little queasy. I think everything had. Well, the big move wasn't what I did today. The big move was what I did on Liberation Day.